Joanna Duggar just admitted something that hits close to home for so many moms. At 25 years old and only 3 weeks away from welcoming her third child, she revealed that her hormones have been insane and that she has been super emotional about everything. The former 19 Kids and Counting star shared the honest update on her YouTube channel while heading into a 33-week checkup, saying the reality of the upcoming birth is finally hitting her hard. She and her husband Austin Forsyth already share son Gideon and daughter Evelyn, and this time around they are expecting a baby boy. What makes her comments stand out is how openly she talks about the mix of excitement and those sudden waves of emotion that come with the final stretch of pregnancy. If you have ever wondered how members of the Duggar family handle the very real challenges of growing their own households, this latest look inside Joanna's experience is one you will want to hear. The Duggar family first captured national attention through their long-running TLC series that followed Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar as they raised their 19 children under a strict conservative Christian lifestyle. Viewers watched the older siblings move from childhood into courtship, marriage, and parenthood on the spin-off Counting On. Joanna, the 9th child and 5th daughter, married Austin Forsyth in 2017 after a courtship that grew out of a long-time family friendship. The couple welcomed their first child, son Gideon Martin, in February 2018. They later experienced the heartbreaking loss of a daughter, Annabelle Elise, at 20 weeks in 2019 before welcoming daughter Evelyn May in August 2020. By the fall of 2022, the pair announced they were expecting again, sharing the news with a simple Instagram post that read, "Baby number 3 is on the way." That announcement set the stage for the candid conversation Joanna would have months later as her due date approached. In mid-April 2023, Joanna sat down for a YouTube video that offered a clear window into the final weeks of her third pregnancy. She explained that she and Austin were only about 2 weeks away from learning their induction date, which meant the baby would arrive roughly 3 weeks after that. "It's getting real, it's getting close," she said. At first she felt prepared and unworried, but as the calendar pages turned, those feelings shifted. "My hormones have been insane recently," she told viewers. "I've been super emotional about everything." She was careful to note that the nerves were not about the idea of another baby itself. Instead, they centered on the unknowns, the what-ifs that can crowd a mother's mind when delivery is so near. If she let her thoughts run too long, she admitted, the questions would start to pile up. Her response was to hand those worries over to her faith. "I just have to give it to the Lord and trust that everything's gonna be okay," she said. "I have a great doctor and a great support team. I'm really excited. I cannot wait to meet this little baby boy." Those words carried extra weight because of the couple's earlier journey. After losing Annabelle, they had already navigated the complex emotions that come with pregnancy following loss. Joanna's decision to speak so plainly about hormone-driven feelings showed a willingness to share the less polished side of preparing for birth. She had documented parts of this pregnancy on her channel earlier, including the moment she and Austin saw the positive test and the gender reveal that confirmed they were having a boy. Throughout those updates, she and Austin emphasized that they felt ready to expand their family. Now, with only a few weeks left, the physical and emotional intensity of the third trimester had become the main story. The timing also mattered. At 33 weeks, she was deep into the stage when many women report heightened sensitivity, fatigue, and sudden mood shifts. By naming those experiences out loud, Joanna gave voice to something countless parents recognize yet rarely see discussed so directly by someone raised in the public eye of a large reality television family. The announcement of the pregnancy itself had come in October 2022 after the couple said they had been hoping for another child and felt settled in their current season of life. Austin even joked at one point that twins would be fun, though they were simply looking forward to one more healthy baby. Joanna's later video made clear that the excitement remained, even as the emotional roller coaster intensified. She stressed that her support system, her doctor, her husband, and her wider network helped keep her grounded. That balance between vulnerability and confidence became the heart of the update. Viewers who had followed the Duggars for years saw a young mother acknowledging the very human side of pregnancy rather than presenting only the highlight reel version. When the video circulated, fans and media outlets responded with a range of reactions that reflected the complicated place the Duggar family occupies in popular culture. Many supporters praised Joanna for her honesty, noting that hearing a familiar face talk about insane hormones and feeling emotional about everything made the experience feel more relatable. Comments across social media highlighted appreciation for her decision to lean on faith while still naming the physical and mental challenges. Others observed that the Duggars have long been scrutinized for their large family and traditional values, so any glimpse of everyday parental struggle tends to draw both warmth and skepticism. Coverage in outlets that regularly follow the family treated the comments as a straightforward pregnancy update rather than a dramatic revelation, focusing on the quotes themselves and the approaching due date. Across the board, the discussion stayed centered on the personal nature of what Joanna shared rather than turning into wider speculation about family dynamics. The dominant note was recognition that pregnancy, even for someone who grew up in the spotlight, brings its own set of intense feelings that are hard to ignore once the finish line is in sight. In the weeks that followed the video, attention naturally turned toward the birth itself. Joanna and Austin welcomed their son, Gunnar James Forsyth, on May 17, 2023. The arrival completed the family of 5 they had been preparing for, and the couple shared the news with gratitude for the support they had received. Later reflections from Joanna would reveal that the postpartum period after Gunnar's birth proved especially difficult, something she has discussed more openly in subsequent conversations. At the time of the original hormone update, however, the focus remained on the final stretch of pregnancy and the anticipation of meeting their third child. Anyone following the family's public updates knew to watch for the official birth announcement and any further comments Joanna might offer once she and the baby were home and settling in. Looking back at that moment in April 2023, the clearest takeaway is Joanna's willingness to describe the emotional intensity of late pregnancy in plain language. She was 3 weeks from delivery, hormones were running high, and the unknowns felt real, yet she still expressed genuine excitement about the baby boy on the way. Her comments offered a rare, unfiltered look at the final stretch of her third pregnancy and reminded many viewers that even well-known parents experience the same mix of nerves and joy. The story also underscored how far the younger Duggar siblings have come in documenting their own family lives on their own terms. What are your thoughts on this latest Duggar family update? Share your opinion in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another Duggar family update.